Thanks for tuning in, America.
Does everybody have a beverage?
Cheers. Product placement.
Motherfucking pumpkin beer.
Woo! What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Proud to Present podcast. We are episode number 25, and we have Scattered Melodies back in studio. What up, y'all?
We're back.
First of all, these people are still warm. The heat coming from that killer freaking album release show at Valley Bar. If you guys were there,
It's real hot.
Banger.
if you weren't there, I guess next time, but no, not really.
Yeah.
You blew it. That energy was infectious. With us today, we have Haley and Laura.
Lovely.
The lovely. Big parts of the album, big parts of the history of the band. Excited to tap into that and get into that. First things first, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on iTunes, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're
Right here.
I think it's down here.
Right here?
Actually. Yeah.
Right
Oh, yeah,
here?
it'll be
And if
down.
they're listening on
Like,
iTunes, they're like, "What is this guy talking about?" Yeah. And then Proud to Present playlist. I'm just gonna hammer this home. We have a playlist. We take 3 songs from every artist that we have on Spotify who's been on the show, and we put it all into a big playlist. And I put that
I
on
like
random
that.
when I'm landscaping and doing yard
What?
work, and it's freaking money. So
I put that on. I didn't know about that.
yeah,
That's dope.
Already got. Actually, you guys are the first band to have 6 songs on
6.
because I put 3 from the early ones, and then that new album come out, and
Those
Bang,
Greedy
bang,
Boys.
dude.
they have no say in what I picked either. So it's
That's
pretty
true.
pretty excellent.
I was gonna ask you, but I now kind of just want to leave it as a surprise, and I'll go put it on the playlist and just be like happy about
Oh,
it.
that's
You want to take
awesome.
you want to take a guess?
Ooh, you
The
said you
first
like.
3?
Wait, off the new or the old?
All off the new album because I already did the
you
old
said
ones.
Summer Days. You like
And-
that one, so I'm gonna say that banger's on there.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have told you that.
I
Shouldn't
know.
have told you that. All right, shouldn't have blew that one. Yeah, what a great song. Freaking
It
just
makes me cry every time I listen to it.
you know what's funny about it, and I don't know how it.
In a good way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Happy tears.
Yeah, it was. I can't listen to it either. No. Yeah, it just the way it falls in the album too, and the placement, and it kind of just crept up on me, and the next thing I know, you know what I mean. You're just looking back down like, what is this? So
It's the first. Is it the last on the
It's
sunny?
last on the sunny side.
Yeah, it takes you into the rainy side.
the rainy side.
Mhm.
So that's Laura singing, right? That's you singing on there. So what's some
Yeah.
of your background? How'd you meet these goofballs?
How'd you meet us?
How'd this all come together?
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you guys just showed up at my house on Christmas Day
Yeah.
one day,
Oh.
one year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is your
Yeah.
sister's birthday.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
was the morning after.
They
Yeah,
were in
it
a
was.
basket.
My
We
sister
wrapped
was
in
blankets.
managing
Mhm.
their band,
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
hadn't met
Ben.
him yet.
Yep.
And we every year we would do a big blowout party for her birthday, which
Yep.
is on Christmas.
Wow.
And I remember her saying, you know, we're going to have some people come over to the house tonight and play some music. And I'm like, yes, that's great. And these guys showed up, and then we all made friends.
She thought it was a comet in the sky, but then that comet
I
turned
thought
into
it
a
was
star,
Jesus
and then
himself.
3 old dudes with like incense and stuff showed up.
That
It was
is-
insane.
That sounds familiar.
And then the mushrooms
it.
wore off, and we all went to
I
bed.
like Jake's version, yeah.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
And
So
then we just became friends
Yeah.
and started doing
Yeah.
music.
Well, then we
Wow.
found out Laura sings too.
Yeah.
so that wasn't even
So
the
she
intro.
would
That was-
perform with our old band. We did Bergies.
That's right.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we did some
The
show,
Krabby
maybe
Dons
one show
before.
together.
Krabby
Oh,
Dons.
I
for the
drove past
homies.
it the other day.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
I drove through that Fry's
Oh,
parking
man.
lot.
What
And I
is
was
it?
like, oh.
I miss it. Miss you, Krabby Dons.
Is it just empty?
Is it?
It's still empty. Like I thought something else was there, but then I realized.
Did they
I was
close it?
like, yeah, it's just nothing.
Oh.
It's just nothing.
I wonder what
I
it
gotta be
smells
honest
like.
though, and luckily nobody from Krabby Don's hopefully watches. I never played anywhere that like I could get people to come there, which obviously fits into
Oh.
that. But I had such a hard time, like,
Pulling people there. For
and that's what I was telling you about
Krabby's?
being like a Mesa musician. It was cool to meet all these guys in the area because like I just was always like, man, I'm the only one out here, like
Mhm.
getting people to come from Phoenix to Tempe to this area. You know, that was
Yeah.
that was a tough one. But that's crazy. It's gone now.
Yeah, that's
Rest
a
in
bummer.
peace.
We had some
Sad.
good shows there, but
Yeah?
we were from Gilbert. I grew up in Gilbert.
Okay,
And a lot of my friends were from Gilbert, so I was like, what? A venue in Gilbert? Like, That's why
Right.
we would do Bergies, too.
See, and
Like, those two were our best shows.
See,
you know?
me, I was like, I
That's
thought I had
tough.
found these like venues, and I'm like, okay, how do I need some Gilbert Mesa friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's freaking wild. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the case with a lot of our venues around here. You know what I mean? I every time I drive by, what is that, like University in like McClintock, I drive by where the Big Fish was, and it's like a
Aw,
It's like a
I miss the
personal training
clubhouse, too.
facility or something, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, there's a lot
What?
of changes going on.
it's crazy. It's freaking wild.
Rip.
Now we got all sad. Jeez.
Yeah.
Bring it up. Bring it back up.
So-
So, music ensued
so-
from Christmas, from
Yeah.
the three wise men.
So yeah, no, that's intense. So you got started with them, and were you already a songwriter? Were you already doing your own music, or
Actually, at that point, because this has been what I feel like that was a
How long
long
have we
time
known each
ago,
other?
like 8
Since,
years ago.
Yeah, since 2010.
It's probably
2009.
Yeah,
No,
it was a while
2010.
ago.
No, end of 2009. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it'd be like
So
11 years.
I had just started taking guitar lessons,
nice?
Nice.
and I started
reaction.
kind of just doing some stuff at my house. And these guys totally opened so many doors for me.
Really?
They encouraged me. I remember having really deep intellectual, spiritual conversations with Jake
In
until
Tempe?
4 a.m.
Oh,
at the
yeah.
Tempe house.
Jake's good at
And
that,
then
by the way.
Yeah.
doing a little bit here and there with these guys, and then Josh one day he said, hey, let's write a song. We want to do this album. The morning after had broken up at that point. We had all become really good friends. And he said, I want to do some music with, some different people. So here's some ideas. Here's some lyrics. Let's try to write a song together. And that was how it all started. And then for some strange reason, he just keeps calling me back.
Yeah, I got her on speed dial.
Now you mentioned the lyrics, and that was a big thing that when I listened to the album, there are so many good subject matters. There's so much going on. How much of that? I know you were the brainchild of this whole new album. How much of that do you write any lyrics? Do you write a lot of the lyrics? How does that?
I do like to write lyrics. I mean, for this album in particular, I wrote the lyrics to A Different Street.
Yep,
Except
yeah.
Laura did the chorus.
Okay.
And then Summer Days is like a song about growing up, going to Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Just like East Coast. And then I might have helped with like a couple lines here and there. But other than that, it was really Kill a Mouse and Laura.
Yeah.
So you just kind of
slaying
show up with them. Do you even have the subject matter, what you want it to be about, or do you leave it pretty open to them to?
I mean, for example, Philly, I just titled it Philly, and then they started writing. Same with Black Hole.
And
Like
it
I
just-
just called it Black Hole, and then Jesse started, thinking about his.
Which, by the way,
lyrics.
go back to that last Scattered Melodies.
Yeah, I
episode
don't wanna
and
repeat what
let,
we already
let
talked
Jesse.
about
No,
there.
no, no, but
Or Kill a Mouse, sorry. If we say Jesse, we mean Kill a Mouse. Like
What's
we're trying
funny-
to promote
Code
Kill a
name.
Mouse.
Kill
but-
a
I
Mouse
refuse to
in
call
the
him by his
house.
real name, so I'm sure he's probably like, dude, aren't we friends by
Yeah.
now? Like,
He's
and
the
I'm like, no, you're Killing Mouse forever.
He's
Like,
the dude so nice they named him twice.
he's the dudes.
and it keeps
Shout
on.
out Pineapple Express.
Wait, are we still playing the drinking game with finger guns?
Oh,
Every
Wait,
time
what?
Jake points at the camera.
Yes,
Yeah.
Is that a
yes.
thing?
Jake strikes again.
No, wait, are we supposed to drink? Because I feel like we're all
Oh,
going to be
no,
crawling out of
that's
here.
bad
That's the
news.
case.
All right, we're all taking a
So
I
wait,
only
there's a
have 2
finger
miles to
guns
go,
thing?
so it's
I
cool.
just
So the last episode that he was here, we put him in that chair, and he had his own relationship with the camera, where he just, he made love to
With
it.
himself.
Literally, it was
yeah,
beautiful.
It was nice.
It
We
was
got
beautiful.
intimate.
So let's get to
Big
you, lady.
sweet.
Yeah.
We're so one of the things that we're doing today is they're gonna play a song for us called Community.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a good song. That what's album is that off of?
That's off the first full length.
First
No,
full
that's
length.
Modern Repair.
Oh, it is
Mm.
Modern
Second
Repair,
one.
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
second
it's
one.
the second one.
Okay.
I
Mhm.
sometimes
And
I mix them up.
And such
Mix
a
it
great
up.
song. First of all, when you guys, I just have to say, I'm gonna cheese all over you guys here because I love you. Guys. When you guys were doing Community Live and you break into that first groove, you guys know what I'm talking about. When you
Yeah.
you're noodling real hard,
Yeah.
you could feel the room just like shift. Everybody, you feel that. It's just
Yeah.
like,
That's awesome.
oh my
Oh.
gosh. So how did that
That's
song
rad.
come about? Had you guys put that together at all? Where's the
That one's mostly Josh too.
really?
Yeah, he pretty much he had all the lyrics done, and I remember we had a day in the studio with the producer on that album. He was Jack Howell.
Okay.
And
Yep.
Josh kind of brought us the song and was like humming it to us. And I think we messed around with like the melody a little bit. But yeah, the lyrics are all Josh.
That's
Mhm.
killer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm grateful to just be able to sing that one.
Yeah,
for sure.
so a little backstory with
Yeah.
Haley. So she was on the first album, and we did Gypsy Girls. Was kind of like the first song that we released,
Yes.
and that was at Tempe House. I don't know if we talked about this last time, but
Aw.
that was the Tempe House where we had a jam room in the back, and we would like stay up super late. And she came
Mhm.
over, and that was like
Magical.
our first. It was fucking magical. It was so magical that when the AC went out in the house, was it Brandon slept in the jam room
Oh,
that
yeah,
night because
I
it had
had
the
it
tiniest of
separate
AC
AC.
units, and he's like.
Yeah.
fuck this.
Yeah.
And,
And it worked really well.
That's
It was a
killer.
nice little space.
Yeah. So
was
like
the
that was the
shit.
first collaboration really was with Haley on Gypsy Girls. So like
Yeah, that
was the
doing
first
the
song.
community and like the lyrics with that and bringing it together with Jack and Haley and Josh and myself. All of us getting to do what we want to do on it, right? Like so like noodle the bass lines and
Mm-hmm.
the guitar licks and the lead guitar and everything just comes together, especially when it's a song that has such meaning, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
to those lyrics and like what it's about.
Well,
Not
what's
only-
that first lyric? That first.
Can you hear the people now? Are they crying?
Yeah. Well, and you said what's the lyric about?
crying for change, crying.
Yeah. What about not looking for a leader anymore? What is?
Searching for a leader I can never find.
Yeah. It's just it's cutting. You know what I mean? It's just so real. You know, we all when you have those songs that we can all relate to, it's just like. You don't have to ask the person next to you if they feel it, because you know we all go through those situations. So where did you get started? How long have you been doing music?
Oh, geez. So I started playing guitar when I was 14.
Nice.
All my buddies at school, we had like a guitar. Well, we had electives on Friday, like in high school.
Yeah.
So all my dude friends joined the guitar one. So I was like, well, I want to do that too.
Yep. Hell yeah.
So my parents got me like a $50 guitar at a pawn shop, and they're like, do your thing.
Right.
They eventually started dragging me to open mics, and I did that for a long time. That's kind of how I cut my teeth, like performing, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was very shy. Like none of my friends that didn't play music knew that I played music. Like I hid it.
Like a secret.
I didn't. I was like anti-writing my own music. I just wanted to play like cover songs. I was really heavy into like Sublime and like punk rock back then, so I did a lot of that kind of stuff. And then about a year before I met the boys, I met our old producer Jack Howell, and we started kind of co-writing some originals and did a whole album. And then I met these guys and started writing with them, and like it's been a cool adventure since then.
Well, it was cool with you to see you, because I've heard your voice. I mean, I have Gypsy Girl, which, by the way, quick thing, Josh didn't tell me I could do this, but he's offered so I can give it away in the past. Anybody who sends us finger guns to our Instagram messages, we will send you the live version of Gypsy Girl.
Oh,
Because
Bonus.
yeah, because that is Josh sent me that and told me I could give it away, and that is fire.
Oh my God, thank
so
you.
many finger guns.
Okay.
I want
Jeez.
fully automatic.
Yeah.
I want semi-automatic.
Yeah, shoot me a message with that, and we'll get you your copy. But I heard your voice back then, and it was great. But your guitar playing is absolutely beautiful. I saw that with the Scattered Melodies show. Your
That's
guitar
a very
playing,
new compliment for me.
Really?
Yes.
really,
It is.
just your rhythm and your jamming. I don't remember. I was even sitting here thinking about what song it was. Which one did you kick off the new album? She kicks off.
Oh no, that's Tania.
Oh,
Is
the
that a
first-
new album?
The first song.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, Livin'. That was Livin' then.
She's
Maybe.
amazing. She's like one of my
no,
heroes.
but
though.
you played. What am I thinking of? That you were playing guitar on. I got.
The
You're thinking
show?
Community, bro.
Am I thinking of Community?
Community.
Okay, then I guess I am. Look at me,
Yeah.
a
No.
stoner,
It
not
drops in
paying
really nice. Like
But-
she brings in that
But
rhythm.
yeah, you bring. I just remember watching you bring it in like, damn, she's holding up the whole group right now. Like,
Yeah.
It was freaking
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah.
It was freaking killer. So that's a new thing for you then. You're not really like a lot.
Well, I've always felt like kind of a sloppy guitar player. Like
Really?
the only reason I ever started singing was because when I started playing guitar, I'm like, I'm never gonna be good enough at guitar to be a guitar player. So I guess I should start trying to sing along with myself.
Right.
And I was playing like whatever Sublime's really easy, Nirvana, Jack Johnson, like very simple stuff.
Yeah.
And I started gigging full time a couple of years ago, so I really put in a lot of hours.
Yeah.
And I started feeling much more like confident about my style, I guess.
Definitely.
So it's new for me, for people, I guess, to talk about like my guitar playing,
Yeah.
like over vocals, I guess.
complimenting
So
you on
that's
it.
rad. I really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
hell yeah. No, it was killer. So where do you have some music? Where's the best place? I know Laura's about to release an album too. You guys both have some music.
Do you still have your website that I built you?
I do.
What's the
What is
domain
it?
name?
It's laurahamlinmusic.com.
And I'm at
Nice.
HaleyGreenMusic.com.
Awesome. Please make sure you guys hit these girls up.
Brandon
Whatever social media you're rocking. Killer voices.
I just want to. Can I
Thank
interject
you.
real quick?
Yeah. Oh, please.
I want to let the listeners know that when Haley started singing, she would do these YouTube videos where it was her
Yes.
like in the dark, or she wouldn't show her face. It was
Really
like super incognito. So if you saw her at the Valley Bar last Friday, and think about how she started years ago, and now she's like rocking the shit out of the stage.
Yeah.
Like even since we've
I
known
would
her,
have
we watched
never
Haley
guessed
come
that.
along.
I would have
Yeah.
never guessed that. That's
I
wild.
was I don't know. I still get nerves. Like I don't know. I deal with a lot of sensitive artists. Like I
Yep.
need a lot of validation. But yeah, I've come a long way. I
No,
would
you
say.
have.
Come on, I was gonna say, come over to
She's
this house. There's
blossomed.
no
Those
shortage of
videos-
validation.
those
for you.
videos
So
are
you can come over
still-
here anytime.
Those videos are still on YouTube.
Are they? Oh,
You have to
So
find
they're
them.
like
Look 'em
12,
up, we'll find 'em.
They're like 12 years old, and yeah, I would go in my closet. I would shove towels
That's what it
and
was,
like in the
closet.
door jamb and turn the lights off and turn on my like crappy phone recorder, and that's where I came up with the Ruka name.
really?
Not to like jump into that, but it was specifically to be like not me and to put on the internet for strangers to like give me feedback, because I'm like I don't like to do shit I'm not good at. So I
Oh my
threw these
gosh.
videos up to be like,
I
am
put
I
my
good
name
at
on it
singing?
and just sang like
I
shit
don't
for
know.
years before I like figured it out. So
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
don't know.
That's incredible.
So I got a lot of validation from some strangers on the internet. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, so with that, let's bounce right into their first song they're playing, Community.
Ooh, cool.
Let's do it.
Dig it.
Can you hear the people now? They are crying. Crying for change in their pockets. And I swear to you, the Fed, they are lying. Lying for strength while we're fighting for change in our future. I don't wanna waste my time. I'm looking for a leader I will never find. I'm just gonna spread my love in songs. I'm building a house. The foundation must be sturdy all around, or it will crumble to the ground. I'm building your career. You must follow your dreams and overcome the fear when you stumble to the ground. I don't wanna waste my time trying to figure out your selfish mind. I'm just gonna spread my love in songs, yeah, in my community. Yeah. Oh, through my community. Oh, yeah, through my community. Yeah, yeah. Oh, through my community. Whoa. We gather and grow. Yeah, we decide which direction we go. You can't let go from the old ways that still dictate who we are. Yeah, what we know. I don't wanna waste my time broadcasting endless lies. I'm just gonna spread my love in songs, yeah, in my community, yeah. Oh, through my community, oh, yeah, in my community, oh, yeah, through my community, oh. Can you hear the people now? They are crying. for change, crying for change in their pockets.
Hey, welcome on back from that video. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that live experience. Let's go ahead and get back to what we were talking about.
And we're back to your featured,
Yeah.
your featured network show.
Feature presentation.
So what's community about? Give me a little background on that. Who can
Ooh.
give me the stick?
Josh.
Joshua.
I love.
Well, I had the first line we were talking about. The can you hear the people crying now?
Mm-hmm.
All that. I had that for. I remember I showed Haley those lines, and then we never did anything with it for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
My
and
bad.
then the first album, we were busy. You had your own songs going on.
We've actually brought you here to talk to you about this. This is the whole reason for the
Right?
Yeah, this is-
Calling you out.
I'm sorry.
And then I just got re-inspired by it, and I can't remember the exact way things went down, but I remember going back to Jack's studio where him and Haley were. They were having rehearsal or recording some of her stuff, and showed him my ideas. When she says hum, like, I tried to sing. I'm not a good singer at all. Like, everyone here can attest to that, because I like to write lyrics, and then I have an idea for a melody, and then I have to, like, get over myself. And
You
just
get it
sing
across, though. Like,
Yeah,
it works.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some
Speak
demos I
music.
would never
He
want
can
to
speak
get
music.
out of me.
He's acting like he's like the guy who goes to the mechanic that can't tell him what's wrong. You know what I mean? But I bet you can sing a little better than that.
So yeah, whatever. Go fuck yourself. So yeah, I brought in what I had and my idea, and then I remember Jack helping with some of the lyrics towards the end, and I think Haley threw in some ideas as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then that night we recorded an acoustic demo.
One take.
And then one taker, and then we're like, okay, we have the song. So then, a couple weeks later, we brought it into the studio for the real done deal.
That's wild.
We lay that shit down.
But
Yeah.
And then that was. I mean, I don't know if that was a single off the album, but we did a really fun music video for
I'd
it.
call it that, dude.
My
We
first
were bad with
music video.
singles for the first two records. This is the first record where we've had like singles before the album.
I was gonna say you guys.
and we learned a lot.
Yeah. Well, and even releasing Black
killed
Hole with
the promo.
Can we talk about that? I didn't
Killed
wanna-
the promo.
What?
I can
Oh,
just cheese
all
over
of
Josh
it.
for like the whole thing, but
All
all
of
of this
it.
has just been. And I just met Laura tonight, but I saw your birthday post about him just I think because of her Facebook friends, him and I.
Oh, Laura's
and it
a
was
sweet
so
talker.
it was so real.
Laura's the ultimate sweet
No,
talker.
but you know what
Aw.
though, like, and you and I
That's
are
how I
pretty new
feel.
friends, but like, I was just cheesing in the audience. You know what I mean? Like, this is the dude I take my kid to play with. Our kids play, and then I'm watching this whole thing evolve and watching it develop. Man,
Yeah, we have
and you
play
just-
dates. I don't think anyone here knows
I
that.
did it, and that is
yeah.
so cute.
Yeah, our kids.
Hours before the release party, we were at the splash pad.
Yeah.
chilling.
No
Yeah.
way.
And Colton's asked me, "Are you nervous? How you feeling?" Are you
Yeah.
nervous?"
I told him I wasn't going to talk to him before, and then he
Asshole.
walked up to me. So I'm like, "Well, here we go. Like, what are you
Looks
getting
at
nervous?
he
How you
looks over
feeling?
and
Are you
he's
good?"
Like, play date's
Yeah.
over.
Play dates
Yeah.
over. Well, I had this like cheesy dad moment in the crowd where I like wished I was holding our boys. Like, look at Josh. Like, look at him. He's so good. But yeah, the promo through just everything, the
All
singles,
the little
video.
videos, the hilarity, the ridiculousness.
Yep.
You're just killing all
Well,
of
these
it.
girls gave us some competition with their promo video.
Oh yeah.
That was
I
all
I put in a
Haley.
lot of effort.
Dude, that
Oh,
took
you guys
about
nailed
30
it.
seconds. Haley goes,
How
just
many
follow
times
along.
was it like, all right, I'm gonna do a
was
video.
it.
I have an idea,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
like it always
Guitar.
worked
Guitar.
because
It worked.
yeah.
It was ridiculous.
It's hard
Yeah,
not to
no, they
like
nailed
kill a
it.
one sync videos when you have like Jesse and Kill 'Em Out, or oh my god, Jesse and Kill 'Em Out
And
and
Kill 'Em
Laura.
Out.
Jesse is
Now people
Killer
are like,
Mouse.
is it
It's
two
really
guys?
like two
Jesse is
people, but when you have the three of those voices in a room with you, like you can't mess up
Yeah.
a video.
Both of those was just one time.
And
we
now that
kept
Jesse's
rehearsing.
not here, let's talk about him.
Let's talk
Jesse's
about him.
voice is so dynamic.
I
His
love
hair
it. And
is
What
so
the hell? He goes
has
so
so
high
many
and
different
low.
levels. And
Wow.
oh my
After
god,
we
yeah.
Talked the last podcast, I dove into Spoon real hard.
Yeah.
dude. And then I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's
It all
I
makes
get
sense.
it.
Get it
now.
now.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jesse last time he was here said one of his big influences was Spoon.
Yep.
And so listen to Spoon. Go listen
You
to
get
Spoon.
it. You'll get
Okay.
it.
And then
Homework.
listen to some Kubi Q and you'll be like, oh, I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, he was really good.
He's super dynamic.
Okay.
The range is phenomenal.
Well,
Oh,
it was funny
yeah.
because you said to me when we were at the splash pad that he does all these different voices and all these different songs, and I was like, well, I only recognize his one voice, but I just think that one voice is good. And I went back through and I'm like, that's Jesse too. That's Jesse too. Like, that's crazy.
There are a few parts where I asked him, I'm like, who is that? He's like, that's me.
Can we jump
What?
into
Shout out
the
Jesse.
story real quick of the first time you met
Oh,
Jesse?
God.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah.
So, okay, Josh sends me this demo, and he's like, this is the next track we're going to do.
Of
Okay, it's
Philly.
called Philly.
Philly. Okay.
So I listened to it, and I'm like, oh, man, this is cool. This dude's like, he's got to be like some kind of like gangster. Like, he's got to be like a gangster from Philadelphia. He's got like a big chain. He's got like the chest hair maybe showing. Like, this guy is like, you know, he's into some stuff.
Swag.
So I write some stuff, and I still hadn't met him yet. So then Haley and I went to Beef Vegan's house from KWSS,
Yep.
what, like 2 years ago,
Back in the
right?
day, I think it was like his going away extravaganza.
Yeah, it was
a
one of those.
420.
Was it a
420
420? Yeah.
extravaganza.
So Beef would have these awesome live shows at his house where he would
Early
just
in the
have
morning.
everybody come super early in the morning. Lots of drinking happened. It didn't
Live
dissuade
on the
any of us.
radio.
Yeah.
Live on the radio. So Haley and I are there, and I see Jesse
Kill a mouse.
before he was Kill a Mouse.
Almost.
He goes and he does this song called
Gumbo.
Gumbo, and what is he
It's about
playing,
a
Haley?
turtle. He was playing
what
this
the
crazy
instrument?
tiny light up
Where you
electronic
just-
thing. It was just buttons, and he's
Like a
sitting
MIDI pad.
in this
think it's a
living room on the
harpsichord, is that what it
floor,
is?
just
Yeah.
like poking
You like
stuff.
move your hand and it does
I didn't
stuff.
know
Me and
exactly.
Laura
Yeah,
were
yeah.
just kind of like,
We just
What?
stood in the corner and watched him, and I thought,
It was
oh my God,
amazing.
this is so cool. And I didn't realize until he was done who he was, and that was the dude on the track that you had sent me. And I couldn't
Nothing
believe
like-
it.
He's not a gangster.
Well,
Nothing like
He's
what
not
you
a
thought.
gangster
Jesse's
at
not
all.
a gangster.
yeah. He's a lot of things, but he's not a gangster.
No.
unfortunately.
So every time
Oh.
I hear the song start, though, I sort of
You
flash
remember
back
that?
to that,
That
where I'm like,
gangster.
oh my God, I remember the picture I had in my head.
That's so funny.
They flip, they flop, they fop and stop. Now the silence is a loaded gun.
Oh, 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 oh. I can't take it anymore.
But I'm just trying to get mine, baby.
I don't wanna let you go.
It's like a movie. It's like a TV show.
I don't wanna let you go.
It's like a movie. It's like a TV show.
He don't know where he's going. He's showing up. He's all alone. Yes, he's all alone. But he don't show nothing to me. His whole life is in ruin. Cause he ain't bringing nothing home. Bringing nothing home. But that don't mean nothing to me.
And then so the other thing that, and with him too, the video of you guys at the beer shop, beer company, beer co.
Yeah, the beer.
Is it the beer?
The shop.
The shop
beer company.
Shop Beer
Co.
Company.
Beer
There it
Co.
is.
Y'all, these guys have a beer out. It's the You Bad Pale Ale.
Juicy.
Juicy
Yeah.
Pale Ale. Yes.
Juicy.
They had it at the
Ooh-wee.
Valley Bar. I had a couple too many. I think you can still get them.
Yeah, they're still at the brewery.
Still at the
Yeah,
brewery.
yeah, yeah.
I was hoping we had a can show. The design's
that's
beautiful
Yeah,
on
me
Oh,
there.
they're
too.
bangers, dude.
Looks good. Looks
Yeah.
freaking great.
Yeah, it was cool.
Can you just Photoshop one in?
I probably.
Yeah, Jake could.
Oh yeah.
Jake, I'm gonna take a picture of
Jake's
all
a
of us, and you're gonna
Photoshop
photo.
master.
Jake can do it.
I like it. I like it.
I'll grab it out. Of
I've
the
seen.
air.
I've seen your effects. I've seen your effects. Yes.
Yeah, no, the shop was really cool because like we didn't want to bite anyone's style, but there was a couple bands around town that did beers, and we were like, that is dope. Like,
Yeah.
we both enjoy beers a lot, and so reaching out and seeing like having Squeegee's beer was really good.
Yep,
Like
yep.
they did that. I had it at the past.
Fayuca's got one too, right?
Fayuca, yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, they have those in Whole Foods. It's pretty
Yes, they do.
impressive.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they're
do.
doing it.
Uh,
They're doing work.
And so yeah, we reached out. You reached out to them first, and then it took a little while. And when we heard back, we were like, "Game on!" Like the Shop Beer Co is really cool. It's a tiny little place. Well, not tiny. They're growing pretty
rad.
fast. Yeah,
It's a cool
rapidly.
spot.
Yeah.
Up in Tempe, over by Tempe Center for the Arts.
Yeah, the mayor used to live there. I found out.
Yeah,
in that
it's
house.
like an old
The
house.
mayor
Oh,
of Tempe.
wow.
So on that property, I
Like
guess
in the 60s.
there
or
was 2
70s.
houses, and the mayor of Tempe like grew up in one of them, and they demoed one of the other ones, but kept the original one. So like the tap room for the brewery is this old house that they kind of gutted and made like this tap room,
Yeah, that's a cool
and
spot.
a beautiful little patio. And then out back you have this bigger building where you have the brewery and like the fridge and everything like that. So we got to go be brewers for a day.
Well, I
like,
said they let you
Oh,
guys.
that's
It wasn't like you guys just got a beer. Like you sent their logo over. Like they let you
Yeah,
guys.
it wasn't some business.
No,
deal
it
we
wasn't
did,
like some gimmick. Like you guys were actually in there working.
yeah,
and
we sweat.
it looked like it was fun.
In
It looked
the
like it was a
beer.
full
It
day.
was
Did you
awesome.
learn about beer that day? I feel like
Yeah.
there had to
Learned
be
a
some
lot.
things
Yeah,
you're like
dude.
I
didn't
forget a lot
know.
of stuff already. That's how much I learned.
Yeah, we learned about the different hops.
I can't-
and-
Yeah, Jake and I were loading all
notice.
the oats into the whatever thing that was that went into the tank.
Yeah, like the barley. We were like
Look
grinding
good.
all that. And everything.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
and then we got to measure
Damn.
out the hops. We got hops from New Zealand up in that
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh.
You
Damn.
didn't tell me this.
Both
Juicy.
hemispheres.
I didn't tell you that.
I love New Zealand.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
love that
Haley's
beer.
got
The next single's gonna be
Okay.
called New Zealand.
Yeah.
We're working on that. We're working on
Wait,
that right
what
now.
about New
That'll
Zealand?
That'll be the new single.
That's
Wait.
like the top of my list for international places to visit.
Nice.
That was my next question for you, actually.
What?
Where do you want to travel internationally?
When I open this
Right?
door, is there gonna be a
Do
check
tell.
for
New
a flight to any? It's
It'll
like
come
half like The Hobbit and like half like music is why I want to go there.
It's beautiful. It's just green.
Anyway,
Kong.
sorry, I totally derailed
No,
that.
you're good.
So
No, go check out the beer. That's
check
what
out
we-
check
that's
out the beer.
end goal.
That's what we're trying to say.
something
yeah.
else I want to talk about. We haven't really announced yet. I get a lot of shit because I don't promote my own shows on here, but this is about the
Oh,
artists and the
yeah.
people around. But I have a show with the
Get
people
it.
in the room.
Oh my god.
Oh,
November
yeah.
21st, Yucca Tap Room.
Yucca Tap Room, the best dive bar in the world.
The night
Right.
before Thanksgiving.
Night before
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
make your
y'all.
pies
They say
early.
It's the busiest drinking night of the year.
Of the year.
Wow.
Yes.
And
More
no,
than St.
Yucca
Patty's
don't mess
Day?
We're
around.
gonna
No.
party. Well,
St.
'cause-
Patty's Day is your family's not in town.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and
Thanksgiving.
everyone
Oh,
has the
shit.
next day off.
Yep.
And yeah, they're sick of their family.
You don't
or
wanna be at the house
whatever,
anymore.
just- yeah, you know, you don't want to cook.
You got a
'cause
pregame
you're-
for Black Friday.
get it.
You gotta
Yeah.
just drink
you're
it
just
away.
out.
I get
Yeah.
it.
So it'll be
Yeah.
on my band, The High Dive, and Scattered Melodies, freaking kill. And then you got a
Yeah.
stack.
And we
man.
got
Read it off.
Pride Through Strife.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor.
Something like Seduction.
Valley
Yeah.
The Irie.
The Irie, yep.
Right? Was it the Irie?
Yes.
And I think that's it. That's 5 bands.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, we're
That's
loading
fine.
it up.
That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So
It's gonna be a
Come
fun
and
night.
get.
So make sure you hop over there. The other thing that you guys have coming up is Apache Lake. You guys have Apache
Oh,
Lake coming up,
yeah.
which
Get
is really
weird.
exciting.
Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Now, are you
so
doing
weird.
your own thing too, or is that with Scattered Melodies?
So I'm opening the whole festival.
Wow.
Kicking it off.
I know. No,
Release
I'm
the
excited. I
appetizer.
mean, I'm always there. So Brandon was just like, I know you're gonna be there.
Right.
So I'm kicking things off on the main stage on Friday at like noon, I think. So
Nice.
early. So Thursday. I mean, I feel like Thursday night is like the time to get there.
Yep.
It
Definitely.
rages pretty hard, and then we got our Scatter Melodies full band set on Saturday.
Saturday, 6 o'clock,
Yeah,
inside stage.
We're gonna blow the roof off.
Oh,
the
That's
joint.
right.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
we're
it
thinking
might
about
it
coming up
might
and doing, like, a
actually
live
come off.
podcast.
You totally
Ooh.
should.
Dude,
It's gonna
That's a great
start
idea.
inside
Yeah.
and it's gonna end outside because we'll blow the doors down.
Yeah, it's literally
Yeah.
gonna maybe explode.
should
Like
do
the
that.
you
Yeah,
should
we
probably
probably-
warn your
Yeah.
friend
I think.
about it.
I
And
know
are you
it
guys doing the
has-
same band, same set, same everything as the release show, or close to at least?
A couple
Almost.
different songs.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'll have Corey.
Henry from a lot of things. From Dry
From
River.
I was
Henry.
gonna say,
From
all-
Henry.
yeah, name
Henry.
one, please. There's
He's
like
going to rock
20, yeah.
percussion with us.
nice.
Yeah, the Hourglass Cats boys will not be there, but everyone else will be there from the show Friday.
By the way, the thing you did with your percussion player, where he came over
Mm.
and played the
Mm.
hi-hat.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
we
that
just
was
give
a
him
moment.
can we give him a moment of
was-
silence?
Yes.
Scotty.
That was fun.
What was
Yeah.
what's his
Just
name?
Scott
Give him a
White.
shout out.
Scotty from Phoenix Afrobeat Orchestra.
Amazing.
Yeah,
That
he
We
plays
were
man
so
congas.
is
during
amazing.
rehearsals. Haley and I were so
And
distracted.
Jesse,
He came.
we all
He
stopped
came for the
singing.
last 2 rehearsals.
Okay.
So we had been rehearsing for a while
Yeah, since
before he
August.
showed up. So this guy shows up, and Haley and I, we're supposed to remember our lines. We know what we're doing, right? We're ready
Good
to
job
go.
to do.
We kept looking at each other like, what just happened?
That's
It was
crazy.
just
oh my God,
he
it was
brought,
so
like,
amazing.
much.
And then he did that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's a video that you guys posted before the show, and I was thinking to myself, like, you guys have all these band members. Why would you run tracks? 'Cause I heard this, like, really cool backing beat. And I was like, why would they run tracks with all those people on stage?
No track.
No, that's just
No.
him back there on
Yeah.
percussion, just
Yeah.
shredding it. Like,
Scott White.
Killing it.
holy
Yeah.
hell.
Killing it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Man.
That's killer.
He's
That's
incredible.
something else. And if you
Yeah.
haven't checked out Phoenix Afrobeat Orchestra, Pow
yeah.
is
Oh,
the
that's one of our
jam,
favorites.
dude.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
definitely. Yeah,
Do
yeah.
I have
Yeah.
to drink now because I finger gunned?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Cheers.
damn.
Oh,
Well,
dang.
You're welcome.
You're probably like 10
Cheers.
behind. We probably have
I
like
need like 15 more beers.
yeah, we're way behind y'all. Well, anybody else have anything else you want to announce while we're here? We got a second. Anybody else? Any shows coming up? Did you say you
Can
got
I
something
announce
coming
a
up?
show?
Please.
I'm playing at so another Yucca Tap Room show, but it's October 16th. It's a Tuesday, and it's also kind of my 30th birthday party. So
Yay.
Did a dirty
Awesome.
30.
yeah, if you want to come see Yucca like drenched in unicorn decor, I'm just saying.
Really?
You should probably be there.
We
But
might
Clint
do that for
Stevens is
11/21
playing
too, I
and
think.
Lucas.
We're
Clint
gonna copy
Stevens
the
and
shit
who?
out of that.
Skylar Lutz, not
Skylar
Lucas.
Lutz.
Yeah, it's gonna
The
be a
other
little
Skylar.
reggae jammy night.
Nice.
So yeah,
That sounds dope.
free show.
The only thing I want to harp on is just go on Spotify and bump that new album.
Play it.
Just
Repeat.
bump
Repeat.
patterns.
Repeat.
Bump it, bump it,
Repeat.
bump it,
Repeat.
bump it.
I'm not going to condone this behavior activity, but if you make a playlist and put it on there 20 times and just play it while you sleep,
No
we
big
won't
deal.
be mad at you.
No big
Yeah.
deal.
Or just add it,
Thanks.
yeah,
I
just add
like
it to all the
that.
things.
I like that.
There's actually some artist who got banned for doing that.
I
He
know.
like got all of, like his audience.
The
to
Silent
do it.
album. You heard about that?
Yeah, and then he just raked in the dough, and I'm like, homie.
Or it was like the Silent album or something like that.
Genius.
Yeah, all his friends they hit like some ungodly amount of money, and Spotify's like, what is
Whoa,
this?
yeah.
And it
Who-
was a silent album. There was no music. It was just
What?
yeah, it was just a silent album
Oh,
that
that's weird.
all you guys tonight when you go to bed hit play on this, and
Yep.
then tomorrow I'll have $10 in my account.
Just
You know
like
what I
the
mean?
man, dude.
Wow.
That's-
A whole $5.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, that's not the game that we're playing.
No, of course not. But it's very interesting that
It's
That
a
is interesting.
gaming the system.
so go play the Scattered
tip
Melodies
of
album
my,
before you go to
tip
bed.
of my hat to him, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
again in the morning.
And then again in the
then-
morning.
yeah.
Yes.
And then at
Hell yeah.
lunchtime.
I would recommend. I
All the
feel like
meals.
the albums that we have done, and I get this from a few people when I talk to them, is like, man, that was a great road trip. Like, listen to
Yes.
because you can listen from top to bottom. You can actually enjoy like the whole album.
I
for
feel
what
like
it
they're
was
all
built
like
to be.
that.
Yeah, that's what we want them to be.
Yeah.
We want to be that sesh where you like pull up your beanbag chairs and light some incense, like get the mood down.
What else are you
in the
lighting?
back of your
just-
van.
put
Well, what's
on the
funny is,
record.
and you and I have talked about doing like
A
some
doobie.
singles going forward, doing some different things. But what I love about your albums is there's so much like commentary and transitions and things that like it
I
just.
love that.
I mean, if you put it on and I said, "Hey, stop me when you're done," it just you can't because it just bleeds you one song into the other. So you
We're
talk
just
about
trying
doing
to preserve the album listening experience because everyone's
Yeah.
like singles, EPs, which
Yeah.
I get. Like the music industry is going that direction, but we're fighting it
yeah, well,
Fight
you're
it.
doing what you're
because
passionate about.
it has to come back around. It's got to be perpetual,
Yeah, people
so.
are listening.
Well, and in
It's
the
just
end,
nice,
I think
it's an adventure.
the single
Trying.
the single era only goes so far. You know what I mean? I mean my record collection there. It's the albums that I can put on and just let it sit, and
Mhm.
we can get in a conversation and forget about it, and then tune back in and come back out. Those are the ones that
Yeah.
get you. Someone gives you a cute single, like they may make a couple bucks off of it, but it's the true music that comes in that whole
it fades
flow of
faster too.
it. Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
the shelf life is very short.
Very
for
much
a
so.
single, You know,
It's
so.
crazy. Well, y'all.
Media shelf life.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Another track reference.
There you go.
Whoa.
Put a lot of repair.
Hey.
Look it up.
Make sure whether you're watching on YouTube, listen on iTunes, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Throw us your finger guns.
Throw us your finger guns. Let us know. Gypsy Girl will be
You can
coming
subscribe with finger guns. Actually,
oh my.
that would be
Oh,
sick.
pop-
Try
You
it
gotta have, like,
now.
touch
It's
screen.
fun.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah,
bonus.
try
You
it.
get all the free downloads if you do that.
There you go. There you go. Free downloads till you drop. Proud to present playlist on Spotify. Make sure you hit that up. We'll have 3
Yes.
songs, including Mango Salsa,
Oh,
which is my jam. Make sure you check that out. And then in closing, as we say every week, do something to make the world a better place. Happiness equals reality minus expectations. So many times when I find myself in a place where I'm not happy, I realize it's because I created expectations for where that was going to take me that had nothing to do with where it really was.
Mhm.
So in the end, when you can approach the situation and let life live, you see the beauty in it so much more clear.
Yeah.
So
Cheers, brother.
Yeah.
cheers, y'all. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.